Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. If you celebrate any, I think that's all the holidays. I have a calendar right next to me, and those are the ones. Yeah. Boxing Day, I don't know what that is. Happy Boxing Day, that's what today is, I guess. I don't know what that is. If someone could let me know, I'll probably look it up. But I'm gonna start with some primer. So, obviously, if you can't tell, I have moved. I no longer am in my old apartment, even though I paid for the entire month. I did move out early, and the reason I moved out early, even though I paid rent, was because I just couldn't give a shit. Not really, but kinda. The mold problem was bad. The neighbors were bad. It just, there's my fridge key off. It just was a lot, and I just was really ready to get the fuck out. And I found this apartment, and I toured it, and with my family, and I loved it. So I just decided to, if they could let me move in as soon as possible, I was gonna do it. They said that would be no problem, and I went ahead and did it. So my lease doesn't technically end until the 31st of the month, but I went ahead and turned my keys in early because I was just like, no, I can't do that. And I know that might seem like a little silly financially, but if you guys have ever dealt with like black mold and just not, and like, I cannot explain to you how amazing it's been here, like with no mold and just space and nice neighbors, it seems, and it's been amazing. So I don't regret it in the slightest. I'm not really out like a fuck ton of money either, so I don't think it's like a big deal. This is the Star Glow Glowy Super Gel and Star Glow by Say. So I didn't really feel like it was that serious. Like, I'll be getting my security deposit from that place, and I think beginning of next month, which will essentially just either go directly into savings or, no, yeah, it'll probably just pay my this coming month rent, and then the rest of it in savings. Because it was my first time renting, my security deposit was more expensive in my last apartment to then completely moving into this apartment. Like, and mind you, this apartment that I'm living in now is about 2 times more expensive than the apartment I was living in monthly rent wise. And I'm paying utility, like all of the utilities here. I didn't pay for every utility in the last apartment. I just paid for the electric. And it wasn't central air. It was just a shit cheap apartment. You get what you pay for. And I had to pay double what I paid to move in here. So I'm excited for that security deposit to come back. My management company there already had viewed the apartment. They had no complaints, didn't say anything to me about it. So I'm assuming that I'm gonna get the full deposit back. And if I don't, I'm probably gonna kill myself. Not really, but I'll be upset. Like, if I'm missing like a few $100, like, I'll be a little upset, but like, I'm still gonna have like $1,000 and change. But if it's like more than a few hundred, I'm gonna be making some calls. And I know that they've already looked through the apartment because had some drama happen. Nothing like crazy. Well, I mean, it was crazy. So I don't know if I've talked much about this on my channel. Maybe I haven't. I had my laptop ruined. I have had a MacBook for a while, and my cat jumped up on my nightstand where my MacBook was, and I had a water bottle of like water on the nightstand as well. Well, she knocked over my MacBook, and then she knocked over water onto the MacBook and onto me. And it was so much water that it was like done for, and it was charging. So it fried. Now, thankfully, my boyfriend had technology insurance under like our phone plan, so we mailed that in to get fixed, was done being fixed. But of course, when they're gonna fucking ship it back, we've moved, because it wasn't supposed to take that long. But I think because of like the holidays or something, the times were like a lot more. I don't fucking know. So we reach out to the company and we're like, hey, we've relocated. We're actually, mind you, there is like a shop they sent it to literally right near where we live right now. We're like, we can pick it up from the shop if you don't ship it, or you can just like ship it to our new address. Please let us know, because like if you ship it to our old address, it's like over an hour away. And they're like, well, we can't do anything. We have to talk to our shipping team. We'll get back with you. They get back with us and they're like, hey, we just talked to our shipping team. It shouldn't be a problem. We'll let you know what ends up happening, if you're going to be picking it up or if it's going to be shipped to you. Never heard from them. And then we get a notification that it was delivered at our old address, which is amazing. And so then we are like reaching out to people who like live around. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. This is a huge fucking like little abscess thing. It hurts so bad. But anyway, we reach out to like all of our friends near where we live that we've made, and nobody's in town to go and see if my MacBook is inside or outside the apartment complex, because I didn't want to make like my family, who lives at least 30 minutes away, drive all the way over there just to see if it's in or out, because if it's in the complex then they can't get it, but if it's outside they can bring it in. And the nicer thing about living with a lot of older people is if they see that there's a package outside, most of the time they bring it inside, so it's like not outside, right? Well, I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Like everybody was either out of town or just couldn't do it. So I asked my grandparents if they could go and see if it's in or out, because the like package, like delivery, proof of delivery, like picture was just a blurred picture of the complex. Like the guy took it when he was walking up to the complex, so I don't know if it's inside or out. So they go over, it's like 8 p.m. at this point when they're over there. They give me a call and they're like, hey, it's inside the complex, just to let you know, like, what are you guys planning on doing? And I was like, okay, like, thanks for letting me know. So I reach out to my old management company and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry to inconvenience you and bother you. Like, my apologies. I had a package, like, unable to be rerouted. Would you be able to put it outside so I could have a family member pick it up, because I'm far away now? And they were like, oh my God, yeah, of course, let us do that for you. Thank you so much for letting us know. We got you. So they go and they say that they found the package and they put it outside. Not even 15 minutes later, we had a family friend go over to grab it, and then they were gonna like hold on to it for my grandparents to get it. That family friend goes over, it's not there anymore. 15 minutes. 15 fucking minutes. Now, by the time that they had gotten over there, because they had done it at the end of the day to like put it outside, probably because it's like easy for whoever put it out to like, because they're on their way home or something, they were no longer like in office, so I couldn't reach anybody about it. So I'm like taking a deep breath, because mind you, when he goes there, like we're like FaceTiming him, we're making sure he's at the right complex. He even like looks inside of the complex to see if it's like inside, like somebody just brought it inside, because that's what I'm thinking. Like, we've never had any issues with anything being stolen. Like, no issues. As well as like, I just have never had any problems. And I was like, I don't know, it's like kind of around the Christmas time, maybe people are kind of feeling desperate, I don't know, maybe somebody took it, like, who knows? So I wait till the next, I texted my management company that night and I was like, hey, I know you guys are gone for the day, I just want to let you know, like, I had a family member go over and it wasn't there. Could you check if someone like brought it inside on accident, like brought it inside just trying to be nice? They're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, like I will do that like first thing when I get in, like absolutely. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm like bracing myself for the worst, that someone took my laptop and I'm fucked. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure the package wasn't insured, so just means I'll have to be fighting with the UPS over them to replace my laptop, because they I mean, even though it wasn't really their fault, but like, you know what I mean? So I'm just like bracing for the worst, or I really am. And so management goes over there and she calls me and she's like, I am so sorry, like I'm not seeing it. Like, I just looked through the entire property. I looked over at the different complexes. I looked like in bushes. I looked in the dumpsters. Like, I looked everywhere and I didn't see it. I'm so sorry. She's like, I have never heard of any problems happening. My gosh, there's like a hair. Any problems like with packages like this happening before. Like, I'm mortified, you know, because like, of course, like you move out and you're starting to have problems. You know, and it wasn't her fault. So I was like, well, thank you for looking at that. Like, I appreciate it. Like, if you hear anything, like, let me know. I might have to fill like a police report. I don't know what the process is. I'm gonna reach out to UPS and see if maybe their delivery driver saw that it was out and maybe took it back for some reason. I don't know. Like, we're just like, we're both kind of like, well, maybe, yeah, that, delusional. Very kind. I do really appreciate her assistance and her help with everything, but it was like really like awful at the same time, you know what I mean? Oh, and mind you, I lived there for over 2 years, and this was the first time I'd ever actually talked to anybody in my management company, like verbally. I've only ever talked to them like through text messages, so it was like kind of bizarre to finally like talk to these people, you know what I mean? But anyway, so after she gave me a call and let me know she didn't see it, she went ahead and sent like a complex-wide message and was like, hey y'all, like if we're like missing a package right now, and if you see it, like it's for this apartment, like please let us know if you've seen it. Like we're looking for it, you know, thank you. You know, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's like we're like last resort. It's like nothing's gonna come of it. Well, not even 20 like fucking minutes after she sends that, she gives me a call and she's like, hey, how are you? Like, I just got a call from one of the tenants there and he has your laptop. And I'm like, oh my God, like what? Like what happened? Like, did someone turn it in? They found it? And she goes like, yeah, well, he was looking around the complex. Now this guy's a super sweet old man. He, very sweet old man. He's like, I thought he actually like maybe owned the complex or something, because he, like anytime it snows or something, he goes out and he like will shovel and salt. And it's like very sweet, very kind individual. And when he got the text, he got out of his apartment and just started walking around the complex, like looking for it. And it was shoved in our laundry room's trash can. Like it was ripped open and then dumped in there. Now the laptop was still there. And he told her like it did look like it had been opened. So she let me know, and I was like, okay, perfect. But he told her like it was heavy, so like there's most likely the laptop was still there. So what I think happened is somebody in the complex took it because they knew that we like moved out and thought like, I'm not gonna be back for my fucking laptop. And I'm like really trying to whisper, and I'm just like, I'm so dramatic. I'm really trying not to be as dramatic. Just like leaking or something. Anyway, took it and was like opening it up and everything. And then when they got the text like that, like the complex-wide text, they dumped it because they knew, I don't know if they like thought maybe they would be caught or like that was like their freebie before they like reported, because I don't know if there are cameras in the complex. I don't believe there are, because my car got robbed at one point. Not that I like wasn't like an insane amount. I just stole my laundry quarters, which sucked because bitch, laundry's so fucking expensive, especially when you're paying for it. But anyway, and I don't think that they had cameras, because I think if they did, they would have provided footage. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think there's cameras, so I don't think that we would have been able to prove anything. And if I really wanted to press charges to like whoever grabbed it, which I don't because I have it. It's in my, I have it now, you know, like it's at home. I don't give a fuck. I'm just glad that I have it. Like, I don't know if I would, but who we think it was, like our newer neighbors who live right above us and just recently had moved in. And, because they've been a little problematic, and I'd hate to say that, and they're younger, and I don't know. I think that they probably grabbed it, thought it was, and this is the shitty thing is I don't know if they were already like using it and then like factory reset it to like put it like had to reset everything on my laptop and then put it and then like done another reset after they'd used it a little bit to put it back in there, because they weren't supposed to factory reset everything unless they had to replace it, but they didn't tell me what they replaced in the package, which could have been something that they took out and thrown out before. So I don't know, but like none of my stuff was on it. Like I lost all of my school stuff, I lost all of my apps, I lost all like just everything on that laptop, which sucks because I had like pictures on there, which I know I should have backed them up, but like you just never think something like that's gonna fucking happen. So that was like irritating. So I don't know if it was the like company who fixed my laptop just had to do it, or they had reset it to, you know, make it their own. So I don't know. It just sucked, but I have it now. My grandparents picked it up from the gentleman who found it, and then one of my friends brought it over to me when they came to see the apartment for the first time. So it was like very stressful, but you know, I have it in my possession now. I've been using it for a while now again. It's working perfectly fine. It's just like, I don't know, like I definitely thought better of those people, because like what the fuck? Like I could not imagine having the balls to steal something like that. Like I really, really couldn't. I think that is like so batshit insane. But yeah. I feel like this looks crusty, but I think it just looks crusty or feels crusty to me because I have facial hair. Not that I think that facial hair makes or breaks makeup looks, I just think on me personally, like I think it looks trashy. But anyway, so that was its whole ordeal, but we got it and it's fine. Just like such a bizarre thing to do. I don't know. My joints are fucking killing me right now. It's like rainy and I don't know, my joints always hurt when it rains. I don't know if other people are like that too. Because it hasn't been snowing, it's just been raining a whole lot. Did you guys get anything good for Christmas? I have only received money, which is fine. It just kind of, I don't know, I kind of miss like opening presents. I know my boyfriend would have bought me something if he had money, but because we just moved and he is unemployed at the moment because we moved. But also, I'm like, even if we did, like, even if he found a job really fast, I wouldn't really expect him to give me anything because he like went, oh my fucking god. Anyway, he went like all out for my birthday and our anniversary, so I don't know. And it's just not that serious to me, but I did buy myself, what the fuck is that? And I'm like reminding myself again why I don't use this for my contour anymore. It does look really cute on my nose. I like that warmth. I just think for contour it's too warm toned on my cheeks. But anyway, like that's insane. But I did buy myself a little Christmas present. I bought myself, sorry, my walls, that's I think the one negative thing here is the walls are like paper fucking thin. Like my boyfriend's like little game room is literally on the opposite side of this wall. that fucking sucked. Oh, my Christmas presents, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I bought myself an espresso machine. I feel like too much energy right now. This is why I'm filming, because I can't sleep. But I bought myself an espresso machine. It's not like a fancy schmancy espresso machine, because those are like $1,005. But I did buy like a, it's like, I think it's originally $50 and it's at Walmart. But right now, or when I bought it, and when I say I bought it, I mean I asked my mom to buy it and then sent her money, because it wasn't at my local Walmart. It was like $50, but if you bought it online, it was $35. But I couldn't get it shipped. I had to pick it up, and there was no like available Walmarts. So I asked her to go in and then price check it, or price match it, excuse me. And so she did. So I'm very excited, because I feel like most not coffee drinks, but like drinks that I get at a coffee shop are espresso based drinks. So I think maybe that's the why I hate all of my at-home coffee drinks, because they aren't strong or good. So I'm planning on trying that. I'm hoping it's really good. I'm gonna be sad if it's not. But I have a coffee maker now I have to get rid of, because I'm not gonna use it anymore. So I'm essentially just waiting for my mom to come and see me to bring it up, because I'm not driving over there, because it'd be like almost a 2-hour drive. Yeah, to get to her house, I think. I don't know, I'm really bad directionally. It sucks. I have to use a GPS to get places. I can't. I mean, like, if I do it enough, I can get there. But like, bitch, you point me, like, spin me around, point me in a direction, you ask me where the fuck I am. And the crazy thing is, my boyfriend can do that. He'll like literally be like, yeah, we're going north right now. Bitch, are you like a CIA spy or something? Like, how the fuck do you know that? And like, I understand, like, just some people can like have that. I don't know. It's not me though. But yeah. But even though we didn't do presents, my grandparents came over to the apartment. We had like a Christmas lunch dinner together, which was nice. My grandparents are like, well, my grandpa is like a year or two like out from being retired. My fridge just kicked on, and then my grandma is retired, so they don't. So like, I feel like they really want to like get out and like see everybody and like have everybody come to Christmas, and literally everybody was like no, and I felt really bad. And so I was like, why don't you guys come over to the apartment, because they hadn't seen it set up. They've just seen it when they helped us move in. So I was like, why don't you guys come over, see the apartment, we can finish cooking dinner together and just hang out for a while, which is what we did, which was nice. I'm glad that they did come over. And we talked about just kind of chatted about life, and we talked about my Nana who passed a few years ago, which was nice. And it's so interesting to kind of hear like stories about people. Like my Nana, she was old as fuck, lovingly saying that. Like she grew up when, at the time, like where measles and like mumps was like a huge killer. She actually had, and she grew up, no, it wasn't that. I think she had, was it malaria? She had malaria when she was a young kid. Yeah, and she almost died, but she lived. And like her family was like dirt poor. And she grew up in the South, and she, like her clothes were like feed bags, like they didn't have money. And like we were talking about her growing up and things like that, just talking about like how things that she did like has affected like me. And it's crazy because like without getting into like a bunch of family shit, like I'm not a big drinker. I don't drink alcohol like a lot. Like I'll have it socially. Like I'll have like a drink, you know, or I might sip on it, you know, if other people are. I don't normally drink, if just to drink. And I am not shaming on people who do. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But just growing up with alcoholism and just being really turned off by that, like it's just not something that I would partake in because of like what I've witnessed, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to do like a winter look, so let's do blue. But anyway, her dad was a really bad alcoholic, like really horrible, and my grandma was like telling me about it and like how horrible it was and stuff like that. And it's just like, and then my grandpa, which I never met my grandpa, he passed before. He passed, I think, when my grandma was a kid, so I never met him. But he wasn't a really great man either. He was an alcoholic as well, and it's just, I think it's interesting that, you know, we've all grown up around alcoholism, and we don't really drink. And she was talking about, you know, when my Nana was getting older and we were taking care of her, you know, before she passed, and it was like the first time she really drank alcohol, and enjoyed it, like because she never really did, like I think because she didn't think that it was okay because of how she grew up and saw what alcohol did. Like she'd have like, she started drinking like a glass of wine before she went to bed, or like just drinking with like her grandkids and you know, my grandma, and I think that she really enjoyed that because she didn't realize like it can just be a nice like social thing and not be what she's experienced. And I'm just like, God, how sad. Like, because like as much as it's, yeah, like the people that I've grown up around, it is heartbreaking to watch people struggle with alcoholism and addictions, but it's also like, you know, it makes me not really want to drink. Like I'll never be drunk. I'll never drink to the point where I am inebriated. I've been tipsy before, but I'm not like, never like to the point where I wouldn't, you know what I mean, like have full control of what I'm saying, I'm doing, whatever. And I have no interest in that because of just how I've seen people. And the crazy thing is, like, I have friends who struggle with it, and like they're young, like very young, and it just is like, it's just that easy to slip into for some people. And like I have an addictive personality in a way. Like I have a binge eating disorder, whatever the fuck, I don't think I'm saying that right, but like when you have that, you're more likely to have like addictions. Like but I would really say mine's just more with like impulse, so like shopping impulse, which is one of the ones that can be pretty big for people who struggle with it. I feel like I'm doing a lot better with like the eating part, you know, but it's always going to be something I struggle with in my life, which is the unfortunate part, but that's just how that works. But, you know, at least I've kind of come to that conclusion where I've began to address the issues and work on it, and people never do it. You know, it's hard. It's not easy. Not that I'm like trying to compare that to alcoholism or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. I feel like I know myself a little too well, so I'm not even gonna risk, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we talked about that today. I'm just like, I don't know, just kind of talked about her and how cool of a person she was and how wonderful, you know, that she had to be an adult very young, like a lot of us in our lives, and she did it for her kids and for her siblings. And I miss her a lot. She was really fun. I hope that, you know, we were talking about how, you know, serious her life must have been for years and how it must have been hard for her to realize like she has the time to relax and age and have a good time with her family. And I think that was like a hard thing for her to do, and like what's the word, like relax and like, I don't know, just lay back, you know what I mean? I hope that she felt relaxed, you know. And I know that my grandma really misses her. Actually, for a really long time, felt very responsible for her passing. She passed away due to COVID. She caught COVID, and she died because she then caught pneumonia and couldn't beat the pneumonia, so she passed away. And it was really hard because she had gotten pneumonia so many times, and so when they like let us know that she had pneumonia, we like, I feel like a lot of us were like, oh, you know, it's whatever. But that was it. And it was so weird too, because she died. She was in the hospital for a while, but she did die like January, and it was so bizarre because when we were at Christmas that year, she was like throwing like a fit, and she was like, this is gonna be my last Christmas. And everyone was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why would you say that? It's not gonna be your last Christmas. And it was. And we're talking about like how it's weird because some people truly like know when they're gonna go. I forget whose family member it was, but they like had this feeling like they were telling people like, I think I'm gonna die soon, and they weren't like crazy old or anything, and their family was like, what are you talking about? Like, what is wrong with you? And I think they had her, like, she was so convinced that she was gonna pass away, like they took her to like a hospital to like get checked out, like make sure everything was okay, because like she was just convinced that something was wrong with her. And she didn't pass away, like she was murdered, which is insane and kind of terrifying. But like, it's just like, I think it's weird because like some people, I just think truly know when they're about to go. And then my grandma's very religious, and I love her and I respect religion. You know, I grew up very religious as well, and I'm just, I don't know, I've made that decision to, I hate saying it's even a decision because it's like, I would love, and I mean this, like, I would love to be religious, like, again. I don't know, I struggle with the faith and all of that, and it's not like, I don't know, I feel like when people talk about faith and like atheism and being agnostic, like they talk about it like they hate religion, and I do hate religion in a way, but I miss it, you know, it's comforting, and I miss feeling that comfort, and I struggle with saying I don't believe, but then I really struggle with saying I believe in anything. But anyway, she's like talking about how you can always tell when someone's passing if they were like a believer or not, because of how like there'll be like a negative entity in the room or something, which I was like, I don't know about that. I think some people are just scared to pass, and some people aren't, you know, and whether they're comforted by their belief in religion or not. Because I was talking about how like some CNAs, like they have to like tell, like there's like, not tell people, but like people will be like, there's somebody in my room, like get them out, and then like they'll pass away the next day or something, which is a little freaky. But you know, when you're in like hospice care and stuff like that, you're a lot of time on like pain relievers and all types of fun stuff to make your passing comfortable. So who knows? I'm not saying that there isn't somebody there and they aren't seeing somebody, but I'm also saying that there's also a likelihood that there isn't. I don't know. I'm like very open, I think, to things. It's just, I think my treatment with being in religion was very poor, which is why I struggle so much. But I also am very, like, I don't know. I just do. I'm sure there are people out there that 100% understand what I'm saying and maybe have been through something like that themselves within religion. I just feel like the holidays, especially since it's so, like, at least in my area, because I live in a red state, very Christian holiday based, so it's a little hard for me sometimes, just because, you know, people are like, well, the reason for the season, and it's like capitalism. But you can tell yourself whatever you need to, babe. I love a blue look, I have to say it. Like, it's so pretty and like early 2000s cute. Sorry to hear my stomach is a little upset. Probably because I ate like 2 pieces of pie. Oh, work is going really well. So like we have like a goal, right? And I am 10 over my goal, and I've been over my goal for like a few weeks, so that's really good. It's kind of exciting, kind of nerve-wracking, because I'm like, I don't want to set the bar too high. So I don't know, I'm a little nervous about it, but hopefully it'll all be good. I actually had to work 2 hours on Christmas Eve. I literally came in, I worked like 2.5 hours, and then I logged out for the day, which was really nice. And then I got paid for yesterday as well, or today, yesterday, whatever, which is also nice. And it's the same thing for New Year's Eve. I have the eve off. Well, like, I work for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and then I leave early, and then I have the first, like, the off, which I was surprised because I don't feel like I've ever gotten like the first off like as a holiday, which is it's like nice though. I'm not like mad at it at all. I actually had a student on the phone the other day, and because I was like, oh yeah, like if this day works best for you, like we can talk then and stuff like that. And she was like, yeah, like okay, for sure. She's like, but like don't you like have that off for like the holidays and stuff? And I was like, oh, I have like that day, like I have like Christmas off, but you know, I'll be in the next day. And she's like, oh my gosh, but why? Like, why are you working? And I'm like, girl, I've never had Christmas off, like ever. Like, what are you talking about? But I'm just so used to like retail, so it is truly very nice to be appreciated to have time off. But yeah, and I had so much to do on on Tuesday, like Christmas Eve. Like I had like over 30 some tasks I did, and like on a normal day I do like 20 some. So it was a lot, but it wasn't too bad. It actually made my like 2.5 hours go by so fast. I actually kind of wish that was like kind of more of the job, and like I would love it because then I'd only have to work just a little bit, but that's not how it works. So I'm gonna just see what this looks like with just my natural lashes with no eyeliner. I think it would look good with liner, but I kind of just want to do like some mascara. Simply a simple man. I think I'm also just excited for the holiday season to be over, because I hate how like extra busy it is in stores and stuff. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a leisure shopper, and no shame in it. I like to take my time, and I feel like when it's super busy, I get overstimulated, and then I can't leisure shop because people just like want to go. I don't like that. And also there'll be some nice discounts. And I do need to go grocery shopping, and I was thinking about doing it tomorrow, but I feel like it'll be too busy still. Because it's like, that's when everybody's gonna go and get groceries. Because they were, like, the stores were just closed all day. And yeah, my eyes are like crazy bloodshot. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like tired, but I can't sleep. And also because, yeah, because I'm not gonna say that because family members, I love my family members who support my channel. I don't know, I feel like 20 minutes is a while for them. Basically, I got late. Okay, that's it. So I'm tired and my eyes are bloodshot because I got late. That's it. And if you're a family member and you're like, that's your fault, I told you to stop. I told you to stop watching. This is not for you, this is for me. Love the support though, thank you. But also sorry, but like, not your business. I kind of forgot that I had to do the other eye. Anyway. Oh my god, I don't know. This was forever ago. There was a comment. There was like a girl I was watching do ASMR. She was like doing a haul or something. I don't know. Like, I think it was a Christmas haul. I love Christmas hauls, by the way. I love them. I think it's because I don't really get that kind of Christmas haul anymore. And I never really did as a kid. Because we were poor as fuck. But love watching them. And anyway, this girl, she was doing like a Christmas haul, and her boyfriend, I think she was like, no, it was a jewelry show and tell. Let me shut the fuck up. It was a jewelry show and tell. And she was showing like all this different jewelry, and she shows her ring that was on her hand. She's like, oh, it's not an engagement ring, it's a promise ring that my boyfriend gave me. And below the promise ring was like a purity ring. If you don't know what a purity ring is, a lot of Christian girls will have them, and it's just like a promise to stay like a virgin till you're married. And let me tell you, 99% of those girls who have those rings are not virgins. And I'm not saying that to be shady, it's just because I grew up in a very Christian rural area. I know those girls personally and what they go through. Trust, they are not keeping that promise. But anyway, and by the way, I'm not shaming, like, I don't care, that's not my business. But anyway, but she shared in the video that she still enjoys wearing it because it's a very pretty ring, but she has like had sex. And there was a comment on the video where it was like, I was so disappointed to hear that you had blah 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 into dirty sin, blah 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 blah, and like start quoting Bible verses at this like fucking girl. And I don't think she was like a teen or nothing, she was an adult. So I commented back and I'm like, well, one of the biggest fucking things in the Bible, dumbass, is not judging people because you're not God. Hello? Like, the fuck? I just like the audacity of people is insane to me. Like, you can feel all type of way, but at the end of the day, this is somebody's little corner of the internet. And if she felt comfortable to share that too, that does not mean it's a free pass for you to be a shithead. Because mind you, I know damn well you're not throwing all her business under the bus that she felt comfortable sharing, and you're commenting from like a private account. Like, you're not Mr. or Miss Perfect. But yeah, it just like irritated me. I just hate people's like, this is such a dried up mascara. Just hate people's audacity with things like, how about you just leave people the fuck alone? Yeah. I'm trying to get them to curl more, but it's not happening. It's just crusting. I give up. I need new mascara. Do I have a curler? I think I threw my curler out because it wasn't working. Yeah, I don't have it. it's cute. I just feel like they could be more like, oomph, you know what I mean? This one doesn't even look like there's mascara. It doesn't even feel like there's mascara on that. I don't know, I just feel like, and I feel like that's really what drove me out of religion as well, is it's like, y'all don't even follow the fucking rules. You just do whatever the fuck you want, and then when somebody doesn't follow the same rules that you also don't follow, they're the piece of shit, but like you're not. It's like, I don't know. And like, I understand not everybody who is in religion does that. So don't feel the need to tell me, because I get it. That's just my experience with it. Like, I worked with a girl. Again, I'm not casting judgment on this lady. Like, she was cool. But she literally was cheating on her boyfriend, mind you, and like lying to her family about this man, like they were living together, which was like a big no-no for her family, because they were like, you shouldn't live with someone until you're married and all this other fun stuff, which not my business, I don't care. But anyway, she was cheating on him, and she was living with him rent-free, mind you, and she was very Christian, like devoutly. Ugh. And she was telling me how she thinks it's unfair that people like would shame her for sleeping with him, like having premarital sex essentially. And she's just like, I just feel like that was what was right with me and him for our relationship, and like I know we'll get married, and so I just don't see the big deal. And I was like, yeah, if that's what you feel, like I respect it. Like, what the fuck am I gonna say? Like, I don't care. And like same day, she was just like, but yeah, you're like gonna rot in hell for liking men and women. Like, okay, girl, well, by your own standards, so are you. Like, I don't know. It's just like, oh, it's insane. And again, I know not everybody's like that. It's just people around here, it is like that. So I think this is cute. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Tell me what you think. I try to kind of darken the outsides, but I don't know if that really like did that. I don't know. But I do think a lot of religions are very beautiful. Like, I think Islam is a gorgeous religion. And you know what's so crazy about being raised Christian is you're told that it's such like a violent like religion, and it's such a beautiful loving religion. And again, like just based off of like what I've self-educated, you know, I'm sure like other religions there might be some sort of like problematic as things. I don't know, I'm not here to comment on it. I feel like really the only people who should comment on that are people maybe raised within that religion, like, you know, cultural ties or something like that. That's not something I'd ever comment on. But it's like gorgeous religion. Like they like respect women more than the Christian religion does, mind you. But like we're literally told like their like religious text is a violent, like awful text, and from like the brief passages I've read, it is just amazing, beautiful poetry. And you want to know what? The Bible is so much more violent than whatever the fuck I was reading. Like, bro, God like literally would just kill people all the time. Like, hello. I don't know. It's just like, it's just weird. Like, you just believe the things that people tell you, and you either find out for yourself one day or you don't. And a lot of people really just don't do it. Don't find out. They don't care to. Which is crazy to me. I think that was another reason why it's just like, why would you lie about that? You know, like, I don't feel like there's a reason, like a good reason that anyone could give me on why that's appropriate to lie about. Because, like, it wasn't just like, oh, that's just something said. Like, no, that was like, we had sermons about it. We had sermons about, oh, like, some people won't talk about this, but like, some churches have sermons on why, like, women should never be in positions of power, why certain races and minorities don't deserve certain things. And, like, those are the people in those religions that are very brave enough to say that out loud. Because it's a lot of times, like, it's implied, if that makes sense. It's not really said verbally, but it's implied. So, yeah, I just feel like I don't know, I just didn't want to be part of that. And that's kind of why I bounced, you know. But it wasn't an easy decision by all means. I'm sure, like other people, they have their stories and stuff too. I need to get more brow stuff so bad, but I just haven't had the money. Sorry for kind of like, that's like kind of a heavy topic for some people, especially around the holidays. I apologize. I just really wanted to talk and catch up, but that was just like a big conversation that my grandma popped up, and yeah, I would never, like, I would tell you, you know, I'm not very religious, but I don't think I could ever have the balls to be like straight up to my grandma and be like, I don't know, like, never. More scared of that woman than Jesus himself. I don't know, and I somebody verbalized it really well for me. I promise I'll leave this topic, but with what I was taught about, you know, Christianity, religion, things like that, as long as I'm a good person, I'm okay. And the thought process behind that is, if I have to truly, genuinely have unwavering faith, and I can be a bad person and do all these fucked up things, but still believe in Jesus and God and be sent to heaven, why the fuck would I want to be in heaven with those people? Because I don't. But if Jesus and God, you know, is real and they care. Sorry, my boyfriend decided to be loud as fuck for no reason. But anyway, it's like, but if God and Jesus values people being good people over that belief, then I'm going in, because I am a good person and I don't need the threat of going to hell or a religion in general to steer my moral compass, because I genuinely desire to be a good individual. And I'm not saying that everybody who's religious needs it. I'm just saying, to me, that's all religion really was. You know, I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of a bad afterlife. You know, I don't know. I don't need it for a meaning. I just want to live my life and be happy and bring joy to not only my own life, but others if I can. And that's what I do. But anyway, again, sorry, I know that is a hefty topic. I 1,000,000% respect people's religion and your beliefs. That's just mine. And yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I just feel like it's a hard topic. It's a hard topic for me too. So I trust if you're like, shut the fuck up, Max. Noted. For real, like, noted. Don't get me wrong. I feel like my eyebrows are a little uneven. I need to get like more brow product and figure out what the fuck my eyebrows are. Yeah, let's do my lips and wrap this up, because my knee is killing me and I should lay down. This is the NYX something retractable lip liner in the shade MPL06 Nude Pink. I don't know how this is gonna look with this eyeshadow. I should maybe just do a gloss. We'll see. I'm really trying not to go back into that conversation, but there's so much more. Like, it's funny that I say, like, you know, I don't need that to sway morals and things like that, but I do still, I don't know, I think it's being raised that way. Like, I definitely still have certain things where, like, to me, some things I'm like, oh yeah, you should be married before you have kids with somebody. Like, you know, like just stuff like that. But I also think it kind of makes sense to have children with somebody. But like, I understand in some situations, like, you might need to get like benefits or something, so you stay unmarried while you have kids because you receive like better benefits, stuff like that. So I get it. I'm cool. I'm woke. Just kidding. But oh my god, I literally have a different fucking mascara. I think this is a brown mascara though. Yeah. I always forget I have this hoe. I don't know what lip gloss. Let's just do my Glossier. I still don't know how to fucking say it. That is like nasty. See, because like when my lips are chapped, it's a really nice shade, so it's like perfect. Wish I had some like lip smackers. I feel like that would really complete the look. Maybe, let's see. I just want like sparkly. I don't really have anything sparkly. I mean, I have this, but it's like an iridescent sparkle. I'm gonna click it to get it to pop up. This is the Fat Oil Slick Click, which it's not slick and it's not like, I don't know if I just got a bad batch. Like, I feel like it's very hit or miss with like drugstore products with me. You see that? What is that? Just trying to see if we can get some spark. What was I expecting? Oh, yeah, you can definitely see the sparkle. Maybe that's what you have to do. You gotta mix it with stuff. It does taste really good. Or maybe that's the glossier one. I don't know. Just cleaning it off on my shirt because I don't give a fuck. But this is the shade Main Character 01. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, that's the vibe. It reminds me of that YouTube video, or I think it was a Vine, where this guy was doing his makeup and he like gets eyeshadow on him and he's like, what the fuck? And he like tries to like, and he makes it like so much worse. Real. But yeah, I'm gonna check out some like after Christmas sales and see if there's anything good. Maybe I'll buy some stuff. Probably won't. There's some stuff I've been like really fixing to buy, which comes way before makeup, and I really want to get my boyfriend a Christmas present. So I'm hoping that there's something nice on sale for him. I don't know if he can hear me. He's like about to finish this perfume I got him for, I don't know if I got it for, yeah, I think I got it for him Christmas last year. So he's about to finish that up. And I want to get him the full-size version, but it's expensive because perfume's fucking $1 zillion. But a lot of times, like for holidays, they have like Christmas sets on sale. So hoping that maybe I can find one. It's I can't remember the brand, but it's like Black Opium. He loves the smell of it. I think it smells, I thought it would already smell good, but oh my god, when it is on his skin, it smells so good. he already just smells good, but like, oh my god. Like, oh my god. He smells so good. I think that's like really just more pheromones than him actually smelling good, but I don't care. I was just dropped and shattered this fucking glass. But yeah, I want to get him a Christmas gift and my best friend a gift. I already have a gift for my little brother. And then that's really all I was planning on giving gifts to. Because I made Christmas cards for my mom and my grandparents. So I'm not like mad at my grandparents, but I told them not to get us anything. And they gave us money. And I'm just like, I said not to do that, you sweet bastard. Because like, I can't really afford to do a whole lot right now because I'm about to get paid, but then I have to pay rent. So, you know how that is. But yeah, that's the look. I hope you enjoyed my crazy, stupid rants and kind of a little bit of catch up. I feel like I ranted more than I caught up with you. But really, the big thing is I moved and then my laptop got stolen, but then it didn't, but it did. Oh, I'm so itchy. Work's been good, but busy. And, yeah, it's been a stressful, loving holiday season. So, just a lot of thoughts about death and religion. And yeah, but I feel like that's very similar to what a lot of people think and kind of talk about in the holidays. I don't know. Maybe you have a much happier, cooler family. Probably not cooler, but happier. I love my family. I might bitch and complain and moan on here about them, but at the end of the day, I really truly love and hold my family dear to me. Even with their insanity, love them. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed and found this relaxing. If you have any video suggestions, let me know. And I hope that you sleep super, super